preparing for Asian Tour Q School, and what better way to do it on a cold, crisp winter's day here at Manning's Heath. Let's get out on the course and I'm going to show you how I'm going to play and prepare for Q School coming up. It's an absolute glorious day here. So yeah, got Q School coming up, going to be leaving the UK in about a week's time. First stage kicks off for me in about 2 weeks, so preparation's been a little bit limited now with the weather, but today's an absolute glorious day. It's been a bit cold to start with, but it's actually quite warm now with the sun, so let's get out on the course and see what we can do. 72 up the hill, probably playing like a little 75 shot, just coming out of this little semi-rough line. Wow. 270 par 4, got the 3-iron, just going to try and hit a little soft draw around the trees kind of thing, just kind of following the shape of the hole, nothing too crazy, just get it up there in the fairway. It's difficult to feel your hands when it's cold in the winter here, but one thing that I like to try and focus on when I'm on the course is I'll keep track of sort of my approach shots into the green, so I'll kind of record how many chances I've set up, say inside 10 feet, how many from like 10 to 30 feet, and then how many outside sort of 30 feet range, and then I can start to kind of track my approach shots that way, and also it gives me an idea of my putting, of how well I'm putting from those distances. And obviously when you get to winter greens, putting becomes trickier, so just having that data of like, okay, right, I know that I'm setting up chances into the greens, and that's really the biggest thing, because obviously when I get to Thailand, the greens are going to be completely different to here, a lot faster, a lot firmer, a bit more grain, things like that. So putting here now becomes a little bit irrelevant, I suppose. It's just a case of just kind of keeping my fundamentals in place, making sure I'm starting the ball on line that I want to, and then obviously when I get out to Thailand, it's going to be a case of get used to the speed and everything. So yeah, we're gonna keep track of that today. The last putt I had there on the first was 12 feet, so not bad from 72 yards. Let's see if we can improve on that up here. 57 yards to this front pin. Just got to play it like a little 50 yarder. Try and get it to land pretty soft on the front, which I don't think I'll have much trouble with these winter greens. Okay, 350 par 4, just want to hit my little 3-iron down there, sort of just get it running down the left side a little bit, gives you a good angle into this green. Another thing that I like to work on the course like this is being clear with my routine, my visuals, targets, so like my mental process before each shot, because I think that's such a big thing that a lot of amateurs golfers don't necessarily think about, is the process and the routines that these pros have, or the pros have, because it gives them much better opportunity then to hit the shot that they want to hit. You know, they're not standing on the tee thinking about, you know, where they don't want to hit it. They're thinking about what is their clear intention on their shot. So this is something that I've worked a lot on, and I think there's a lot to be said where you can stand on a hole and go, right, I want to aim down the left side and hit a 5-yard fade, for example, with my driver, and stand up and execute that. And I think when you do that, there's not really many better feelings. So it just gives you that confidence in your ability to know that you can execute those shots. And then also it just becomes, you know, having the awareness of what shots that you typically hit based on your swing and everything. So, you know, that comes down to your strategy and everything like that. So yeah, I think that's a big thing and something that I like to work a lot on when I'm out on the course. All right, I got 122 downhill, downwind a little bit, so I'm going to play this like a little 115 shot. It is kind of back left, so just got to make sure that I stay a little bit right of that pin. One thing I like to do as well is check my aim point reads on the course, because I want to make sure that my fields are really dialed in. So here, for example, I played that as a 3% right to left. And I read that correctly, 3.2 basically. So I know that my read was good there, just the speed was a little bit off, or potentially I just started it a little bit right, so maybe a push. So, but that's another good kind of tick box in my checklist, because if I know that I'm reading correctly, then it's just a case of matching in the speed to that. So all is good. Okay, another dogleg left, par 4. Just going to hit the 3-iron up there. Try and get it around the corner as much as I can. .145, it's a sort of a middle right pin. Just going to hit a little soft 9 in there. Try and hit a little fadey one. Just got to be really clear with the target here. Would you look at that? Lovely. Okay, I get a free drop, but probably not going to have a stance. It's actually grass cut this way, away from the hole, and it's pretty muddy, so I'll try and conjure something up here. I'm going to go for a little 55. Try and land it a couple of feet on, let it chase up. Take that. Right, 155 playing down 10, so 145 adjusted. Well, almost the same shot as I just hit. Let's see if we can hit a better 9-iron into here than the previous hole. It's going to go a little right of it. .350 par 4 again. Just going to hit the 4-iron down there, leave myself sort of around 120, 130 left in. little interesting one here. Just pushed it a touch off the tee with my 4-iron. Got 118 to the pin. I've actually got a little bit of a shot through this gap here, so just going to play like a 110 kind of gap wedge, but just got to keep it a little bit lower for this first part to keep it under this tree. See if we can get this in there. How is that short? .430 par 4 now. Just going to shape the little forward up there, a little right to left, kind of into the breeze a little bit. So this is playing quite long today, this hole. .190 left in. Gonna try and go for a 6 here. See if we can get it all the way up there. Didn't quite get the 6-iron, so touch short here. Got a pretty straightforward chip. Just gonna play a little gap wedge. Going to run one up there nicely. See if we can get out here at 4. Okay, par 5, forward tee though today, so just going to hit the forward down there again. See if we can just get one in position, kind of down the left half. Just about that. Right, we've got 208 pin, ball below our feet. In between a 4 and a 5 here. I think I'm going to go 5 just because I think it's going to come out kind of low and shooty. So let's see if we can cover that bunker that's front left. This would be good because the 5 just gives me a little bit more loft to elevate it on this downslope. Okay, it's over the bunker. This is literally pure mud. So all I can do here is get really close, and I feel like my left arm and the shaft is in one line, and then I'm just going to kind of get really kind of out in, sort of steep on it, and just try and pop it kind of just on the green, let it just speed up from the right. But this could come out anyway, it doesn't. There's no guarantee with this. It's not bad from there. But we get the birdie. Another 3-iron for position on the par 4. Just trying to hit a little kind of squeezy cut one up there. Get it in the right side. Okay, 124 up the hill, playing it about 130. Can hit the little P-dub in there. Chances. 136 downhill into the little bit of the cold breeze, so I'm just going to play it like a 130 shot again, similar to what I just hit on 9. Pins directly in the middle, so this is good. Just in the touch. It's always low. Okay, got 4 iron down there, another 350 par 4, which streams down the left. Just need to, just hit that little kind of bullet fadey one just up the right side would be perfect. Got 155, sort of a back right pin, so just going to hit the little soft 8 in there, kind of fade one in a little. So much slower. Okay, first time getting the driver out today. We've got a 360 par 4. Just going to go over the trees, give myself a little pitch in. Through the middle of that V in the trees, basically. A high bomb fade. Right, 62. Let's play the distance, 60-yard shot. Let's get this in there close. About there. 13th hole par 5. Let's see if we can get on a nice little run now. Another driver. Just the second one today. Take that. Getting colder now, the sun's going down, so this is playing probably like 220. Just going to try and hit the little 3 iron up there. See if we can get like a little high floaty fadey one. Just got to keep it up the left side. Okay, pretty good leave. Just a fairly straightforward little pitch shot here, just across. Just going to go with a little 60, just kind of landing it halfway on the green. Firmer than I thought. This green was really soft the other day. How nice that is for late November. Not bad. Let's see if we can hold this. Bit of a swinger. Yeah, this is breaking quite a lot. take that. Okay, back-to-back birdies. Okay, 137. Just gonna hit that little softy 9 in there again, with it being so cold. .250 par 4 up the hill. Got to hug the trees on the left if we can get on the green. So got the forward. Let's go. Hit right. Just on a complete mud patch. So got to try and hit some sort of floaty one just to get it on the front. Let it just release. Fancy myself here though. Just need. It's heating up. Just going to hit the forward down there because there's a ditch that comes in at 280 from this tee. So forward should just be perfect. A tiny bit short of it. Right, I got 177. I'm going to get it up over this kind of bushy tree. I'm going to go with the hard 7 because I think if I go with a 6 it's not going to get up in time. So I've got to really try and connect with this one. Par 5, 470, and it is getting dark, so we need to finish pretty rapido here, but stuck behind a couple of roots, so it's not ideal. See if we can just hit a nice bomb driver to get us in position on this hole. Yeah. Okay, 194, sort of a back left pin. And the ball is travelling pretty much nowhere with it being so cold now, so just going to hit a little 5 in there. Just got to keep it just on the right side. It's a little too much right. .380 par 4 to finish. It is pretty much pitch black. Need to trust the swing here. Gonna go with a little 3-iron. It's a bit down the right. Right, I think I got about 130 because I can't use my Bushnell now, it's that dark. So coming out the rough, just going to hit a little 9. See if we can get it on the green really. I'll take right now. Alright, so it's finished in the bank here, and I've got this downhill tricky shot to finish. See if we can get this up and down.